Hello everybody, John Abdo here to talk about a 3-step formula for success. And it starts at people who embark on a fitness regime, commit themselves to a healthier, more active lifestyle, have to concurrently make commitments in 2 other areas. And there's more than 2 other areas, but 2 other basic areas. If you increase your activity, which puts more stress and demand to your body in combination with everything else you're doing, if you are saying, I'm going for it, I'm going to do this, I'm going to lose the weight, I'm going to exercise as often as I need to exercise to achieve a goal, what fuels that, other than motivation, which is really number 1, is you have to increase the nutrition into your body. That's a must. Your body has different nutritional requirements. It doesn't have junk food requirements. Junk food requirements is if you sit in your car, you go to a desk, you sit in your car, you go back home. That's that. When you're exercising, you're trying to re-strengthen, and you are re-strengthening, and or as I like to call it, you're re-engineering down to the deepest cell. You're re-engineering nerve tissue, you're re-engineering glandular tissue, you're re-engineering bone tissue, you're re-engineering muscle tissue, nerve tissue, brain tissue. You're re-engineering yourself. All of you, all trillions and trillions of cells of you, need to be nourished. And the better you're nourished, the better all of you performs. If you have stored fat in your body, you just ignore the stored fat. You deny that stored fat of what it craves to stay and increase as fat, which is pretty common, i.e. junk food, etc. But you focus on nourishing your cells from a nourishing standpoint, not nourishing your cells just to give them quick energy, caffeine and sugar and stress. And then the 3rd step, exercise, number 1. Number 2 is increase your nutrition. And number 3, and you probably know the answer, most of you do know the answer, is that you have to increase your R&R. You got to increase your rehabilitation. You got to increase your reparation. You have to recover. Because how many of you say, well, I did it before, but I got burnt out? Of course you're going to get burnt out if you don't take care of yourself in mini cycles. You have to think about the micro, which makes the macro. You're training for this big goal. This is your Olympic Games. You're training to lose this weight, to gain the confidence back in your life, to become more energetic, strong, productive, to eliminate all the negative things in your mind, and just focus on being super strong, super powerful. That needs nourishment. It needs activity. But it needs recuperation. So that recuperation is not the recuperation that you need after you've burnt yourself out. That recuperation is your body's needs to manage taking care of itself. And the number 1 thing most people have to do is learn how to de-stress themselves. Remove the things in your mind, remove the things in your feeling heart, remove the things in your life that are unnecessary. They're holding you back. They're not necessary. And focus on the things that are necessary. You have to manage each and every facet of your life. Your body carries you through your life. Your body has to be strong. And the only way your body becomes strong is when your thinking, mind, and attitude becomes strong. I'm proud of so many people who say, John, I'm going to start an exercise program. In fact, I'm going to start your exercise program. I go, well, gee, thank you very much. But do you know what my exercise program entails? No, John, it's supposed to be easy, right? I go, well, maybe at first it's not going to be easy because you're going to be changing so many things around, but once you get strong and conditioned, man, easy isn't a good enough word for it. It's more like beautiful, wonderful, sensational. If you increase your exercise activity, you have to concurrently increase your nutrition and your ability to quickly recover. Take a hot shower. Take a cold shower. Temperature therapy is fantastic. Go jump in a swimming pool. Get a massage. Stretch out. Do some deep breathing exercises. Relax. Relax. Calm down. No, I mean really calm down. Now come on, think about it here. Calm down. When you calm down, you get to the core of your heart. That's the core of your strength. Be peaceful in and of yourself. Be strong. And the way to do that is to be active. The body was made for activity, muscles and bones and nervous system and hormones and everything else. And it has the faculties to exert huge amounts of energy and quickly recover from that. You take yourself into high levels of achievement. So high that you didn't see them before, but now either you've achieved them and you see them, or they're within your vision and you're striving for them. So a quick recap. Exercise, nutrition, recovery. And you could interchange whatever words you want in there. Instead of exercise, you could put fitness and activity, whatever. Nutrition, you could put diet. You could put vitamins. You could put food. You could put junk food, whatever. Junk food's on the do not list. And the R, or the rehabilitation, recuperation, rest, de-stress, mental techniques too. It's not just physical recovery, it's mental recovery. Mental recovery. There's a lot on our minds. So you got to recover from that too. Your brain is a muscle. And if you think stressful thoughts, you're like, it's like you haven't taken that weighted vest off all day. Take it off. You don't need it that long. Take the weighted vest off of your brain, off of your mind, de-stress, and your nervous system starts to charge your body as opposed to charging itself. Isn't the human body, especially connected to the human brain, especially connected to the human mind or the spiritual mind, a phenomenal, incredible thing to imagine? We own this. We own this. This is our physical ownership. Let's take great care of it. And if you don't take great care of it, and you know you're not taking great care of it, then you're responsible for yourself. We could support each other with the education and the motivation, but being a doer is doing it whether someone's telling you to do it or not. It's right. You do what's right. And taking care of yourself is what's right. And taking care of others is what's right. But sometimes you take care of others by taking care of yourself. And that is never more true than as a person ages. Aging people who are unhealthy place an enormous burden to everybody that's taking care of them, everyone close to them. And my respect is for those people. They didn't have all the education that we now have. There are people out there who tried all this, who tried the junk food route, who tried the drug route, who tried the caffeine route, who tried the stress route, who tried the negativity, pessimism route. It didn't work. It didn't work. They taught us a lesson. We should learn from their mistakes. What we know is really important. Knowing what to do sometimes is not always as impressive as knowing what not to do. You have unlimited power. Feel the power within you. So maybe you're adding all this up and you're saying, hey, John, that really isn't a 3-step formula. That sounds like 100 steps to me. And I'm saying, no, it's only 3 steps. But there's like mini steps within the big steps. So go to college, back to university to learn any sophisticated subject. It takes study, it takes conditioning, it takes dedication. But once you graduate into that, boom, you have that knowledge for life. You have that locked into you for life. Developing great habits is the mission we should strive for, because most people are really good at developing bad habits. The respectful thing, however, is that we're all trying to develop habits, whether we know it or not. So why not try to develop good habits? Like, oh, that's not working out, and shift it to a healthy way. It is a 3-step formula. You could add them all up, and all I could say is that I'm going to guarantee that you keep growing and performing phenomenal things in your life. I'm John Abdo. We'll talk again soon.